Recording has begun. A new day, a new week, the same collective. I don't remember what we were doing. I just know that we were at max rates. Get off me. Where's this freaking gnat coming from? Anyway, I just know that we're at max raid size, and we probably had the hardest type of raid in the game last stream. Oh, see, I had something how to you that could be interesting. Did you know that you can shotgun scare a muffalo when they are leaving? They'll not attack you. Doesn't even make them angry. It was only 2 influence? No, I didn't realize it was so little. Right now... What? I ain't got time for this. Oh, it's over here. Right now it's 28 months for 90. Is that and that's with the 73. And then you get the 4 months free also. Yeah, but you can always check it out for you. But I'm... one of the I said I wasn't going to talk about it much more until like into stream, so I don't want to talk about it throughout. I don't mind answering questions though. One of the awesome things about it is because you can change a region. There's a lot of sites that you can get regional pricing and regional streaming just based on switching your location, which is kind of nice. I haven't experienced that very much yet, but I mainly got it to protect me while streaming. And also it's nice, I can have it on like all the devices in the house. So my daughter is now, she's 10, and I have her, you know, you guys know, she has her own computer in this room. So I have it on there too, just in case. I'll protect her a little bit. It's 2 years plus 4 months, got you. Toxic Fallout on base 2. Yeah, and base 2, he's stealing, is that ambrosia or gold? I can't tell. It's gold, it's not ambrosia. Look pretty similar. Anyway, that base fell, but we're gonna leave it open. What all did we do here? So we got a lot of stuff done here. We started replacing all the flooring, which is nice. We actually got enough steel to replace a lot of this. We are starting to make charge rifles on everyone. We got a prison set up finally. We got some inner base fallback positions. We've been expanding the base this way to make some more fallback positions. We're trying all this out to make the base even bigger. We got our barracks expanded last week, and we got sleep accelerators on all the beds. Eventually, I'm going to expand the barracks here too. We got 2 individual bedrooms, and the reason for that is we have a greedy pawn and a jealous pawn. So now they have those, and everyone else has to stay in the barracks. We also got our first royal. Who was our royal? Was it Moxie? Moxie. So we need to make a throne room. That's one of our current primary objectives, is to make a little throne room for Moxie, and they are ascetic. So that's why we're making them the royal. Ascetics don't need royal clothing or a bedroom or anything like that. They do need a throne room is the only thing. So we'll be working on that for Moxie and just expanding all the good stuff. Nothing major really, yeah. Get a VPN so you can get a discount on a VPN. It's against their terms of service. About a second escape from Tarkov account with EOD edition for like 64 by VPNing to Ukraine. It's like $140. Yeah, see? So it like already paid for itself for you. So there isn't any regional. It's 90 other. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. I thought the little docket they sent me talked about regional pricing, but maybe that was what I was talking about, changing it to get regional pricing from other things. Finally getting the recognition you deserve, Moxie. That's right. How's it going, Hysteric? Do I plan on getting more than 20? Well, we're at 25 right now, so the answer to that is yes. Do I plan on getting more than 25? Also, the answer is yes. So we're at max raid size, so there's no reason not to get more pawns, really, as long as I can feed them. They stopped doing prices purely based on where your IP is located a while back. Yeah, I know that Steam specifically, they had a big problem with people doing that, so they had to change it, and they're pretty strict about it now. All right. Let's see here. Who's having a major breakdown? Gower, what's wrong with you? I mean, aside from the fact you just got beat up. Yeah, I have a main. Oh, we need an eye for you. We need an eye for you. We're also starting moving things up here. All right. Or our crafting up there. Let's go ahead and get these guns swapped out. We're starting to switch over to all charge rifles, and someone was asking me why. So the main reason why is the armor pin. So most of our really deadly raids are big mech raids, centipedes, lots of scythers closing ground with us, and then pirate raids. In fact, we got what I consider one of, if not the hardest raid in the game, which is an explosive, a really big max size explosive pirate breach raid, where they come in with multiple doomsdays, multiple triple rocket launchers, tons of frag grenades. We got one of those last stream and I accidentally panicked a little bit. I hate that it's set up this way. So it's part panic and part not remembering this is how it functions. So if you have multiple people selected and you have a low shield down here, and you, or anything, any kind of utility item, low shields, smoke pop, whatever. If you click it on the bar and you have multiple people selected, it will use all of them. Abilities, yeah, it just uses all of them, which is, it's a little frustrating, especially when you have this many people. So I needed to use another low shield, and I went to use one, and I wasn't thinking. I just clicked that button, and I just wasted all of them. We only needed one more low shield to survive, and I used like 4 or something. So really unfortunate, but, you know, I'm sure we'll have more mech clusters. It's pretty much a guarantee. You live in the Ukraine? What am I growing in the fields on the side? This is Psychite, so we're growing drugs out here, and this is Devil Strand. Here's where that Sapper raid actually came through. I think that was our last big event, come to think of it. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so right there, I believe, was that breach raid, rather, not Sapper. Doomsday explode against the low shield instead of just absorbing the entire rocket. It is kind of interesting that it absorbs everything. Yeah. Get more pods or 16, so like game tick per second. Yeah, that is the reason. Hysteric, yeah. A lot of cheese in this base. I see no cheese. There's a lot of rice and a lot of moss. So one. Much welcome in. Long Butte, welcome in. Welcome to the club. Oh, I see. Through all of our cheese of the Raiders. We got our burn tunnel. That's some cheese. So these prisoners, let's double check them because I don't remember what they had at all. I'm thinking we mainly just grabbed them to give to the Empire for Moxie. So. A fast cheap internet there and good food. How are we doing on the drying out up here? It's getting there. We also need to floor some more. Our steel situation is going in the right direction. What else do we have going on? It's been a few days, like I said. So, plasteel. I think we were scanning plasteel. Right? Yeah. Let's turn this back on. And let's check. Mr. I wanted to know if you got around to the Autobahn defense thing. It works pretty well, actually. I've only done it on test maps, and it actually works better than you might think. And I just had someone comment on YouTube and said, hey, I tried out your Autobahn defense, and it works way better than I thought. And it even seems to work on mechs. And I was like, what? They're like, apparently, mechs can get high also. I don't know if they're supposed to, but mechs can get high also. I have not tested that out. That's just a YouTube comment, but I can't wait to test it out. So, the Autobahn defense. Have a TLDR. Your TLDR is just that I literally did a TLDR of what happened last stream. That's about it. So for anyone that doesn't know about the Autobahn defense, the first thing I thought of when I saw the Autobahn was not, oh, awesome, drug parties. No. What I thought, the Autobahn smoke that it creates drops your consciousness by 30%. It goes around corners. It won't go through vents and stuff like that. So I was like, so what if you do this? You put your Autobahn here, right? So this is the size of an Autobahn. And then you have a wall around like this. So you got your Autobahn right here, and you have this wall leading into your kill tunnel. You have it on both sides. Maybe down here, whatever, it doesn't matter. You have it leading in. What happens is it stacks. So you can have multiple Autobahn stacking. So your enemy's consciousness goes down by 30%, like instantly. Like as they come in, they're all super high. And because consciousness is very important, I mean, it is very important. It is not just like manipulation and movement. It's how fast they down, how their pain shock, etc. Because their consciousness is already at 70%, they basically just go down as soon as they take damage. Now, there are things that can mitigate it and make them stay up faster, but it's actually kind of silly how much faster they go down when they're super stoned. So you can use that, yeah, if you do the high life, or if you have anyone. If we get a pawn that has the high life, like a prisoner or something, we might have to recruit them just to make some auto bongs. Yeah, it pretty much affects all stats, yeah. Consciousness is very important. Almost all stats, yeah. So the ones that don't pass out from it are going to be much weaker combatants as well. It's really silly. Mio, what's going on? What's going on? Horrific aging. Oh, right. That's the other thing we were going to set back up. More aging. Age reversal. Does it go through vents? It does not go through vents or doors, no, but it will go around corners. Is there a way to boost consciousness in vanilla? Of course, no mods. There is, yeah. In fact, this neural superchargers boost consciousness. There's some other ways as well, but yeah, neural supercharger is one. There's some. Does Luciferium boost consciousness too? How old is Mio? Mio is 56. 56. Oh, and she has fibrous mechanites. That's right. Yeah, like Wake Up, Go Juice. Does Luciferium too? Yeah. RimWorld is updated, so the fluid ideology is now a thing that we're going to use in this run. But I think these have been updated as well, huh? One guy in our colonists who will be responsible for good suit of guests, raiders. That's right. This room is plus 10%. Thank you. Yeah, I thought that was another one that did it. Thank you. What does fluid ideology do? So the fluid ideology lets you basically develop an ideology as you play. So one of the things that we were talking about right after ideology came out, actually, was how that would be a really nice thing for them to add. So you can start your game, and as you do certain things, for instance, rituals and whatnot, you gain points. And you spend those points to develop an ideology and change it throughout your playthrough. So instead of starting, you know, with like 4 memes and it being really brutal off the bat, you can get those over time. It's fluid. It means you worship fluids. Yeah, that's what it means. Bulk goods. Miserable prisoners still convert faster? No, they changed that. Prisoners convert faster if they're happier now, actually. So that was a recent change also. Lump of silver out there. Got some bulk goods traders, nice. Fluid your way to Autobongs. It's tempting, yeah, and then come back. No drinking water because it's venerated. Please, no. Yeah, I had some people, so I had a poll up on the YouTube community page. I mean, anyone could participate in it. I had a poll up on there about what future expansions people would want. And someone was like, I really hope they make water more important. And I don't just mean boats and water travel. I mean literally that your pawns need water to drink to survive. And I was thinking, God, please, no, no. To get someone, like, could you take someone to negative age? I don't know. Just keep putting them in there over and over. Yeah, I have not tested that or tried that. Oh yeah, we got thrombos too. We got thrombos. Much like Death Star. We're down to 179 components. Oh my lord. Oh no. Say it isn't so. Main thing is we need plasteel. I need to check and see if we scanned any more plasteel on our map. I feel like we did. Bad if you can just make ground wells for it. How hard is it to tame thrombos? Got the game recently. Thrumbos are really hard to tame initially, even with someone with maxed animal handling, but there is an inspiration that allows for taming. So if you have someone that has 10 or higher, I believe it's 10 for a Thrumbo. Yeah, so if you have someone with 10 handling or higher get a taming inspiration, they can tame a Thrumbo guaranteed. Are hard to keep fed though. Go nuclear wind. Just putting a wall around geothermal generator enough to protect it from destruction of raiders. Yes. I don't even see a raid where they attack it. No, they will not attack it as long. So there's two caveats to that. As long as there's a way all the way into your base, an uninterrupted path into your base, normal raiders will not attack the walls where the geothermal is. However, breaches, if the geothermal is on the way of the breach, they will destroy some of that wall. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that too. So if you don't have a taming inspiration, one of the easiest way outside of a taming inspiration is to damage a Thrumbo until it is downed and then rescue it. Every time you nurse an animal back to health, it has a chance to automatically be tamed. So that's it's a lot safer than like going out and just trying to tame it. Now the downside to that is Thrumbos are tough. You can think of them as having the tough trait. So unfortunately, the damage output to down them into like the pain shock threshold can do some permanent damage a lot of times. So, but that is an option. All right, so Mio, we need to get rid of your. Who else needs the aging reversal? Mio's the big one. I hate to do it. She's very important to the colony. Okay. And then who had the eye problem? Wait, was that Mio also? We have several people. Dirter has an eye that needs replaced. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. Operation. Galvanic eye or right eye. And then we'll set this up for age reversal also. And then we'll make another bionic eye. There we go. Always play with it. Negatives are at work dealing with drinking and showering. The good is you can wash clothes, remove tainted. Yeah. Well, what, you know, we're talking about in the base game, obviously, but what they should add next. So Comfy Cat also. Let's go ahead and put Comfy Cat in there. New bionic parts or animals. There's a mod for that. But yeah, that would be nice too. RimWorld hasn't updated yet, so I should be able to remove tongues and things like that. And as you can see on the bio sculptor, the two healing ones were separated now, so feel younger already. All right. Look at that baby Thrumbo. Wait, baby Thrumbo is fully tamed? It is. That means we get to name it. So once they're fully tamed, we name them. So let's go ahead and do that. From the naming queue, this Thrumbo's name is Gigachad. Gigachad, named by Luna. There you go, Luna. Your pet Gigachad is now in the colony as a Thrumbo. That's a pretty good Thrumbo name. Roomvis would be amazing. Yeah. Yeah. An accurate and noble name. Accurate and noble. Okay. So for the base itself, I'd like to get even more flooring down to increase speed around here. I actually want to do another hydroponic basin setup in here. So this I would like to change. I kind of want this area to be the new storage area since we're crafting right near it. If we do that though, we don't have this fallback here, so I need to put some kind of fallback out here, which is not really going to be feasible until this is done. We could temporarily do some storage here. It's just blocks right now, but the more geothermal we get, the tighter space we have for our growing. We don't have to go out as far, and I can floor it, so they're happy in there. I think it says it takes over days. It only goes for 12, so it needs fixed. Transhumanists do half the time, yeah. So maybe you have transhumanist. Bart, confused again. Confused again. Bart's always confused. All right, who else had the screwed up eye? You can't ask who has a screwed up eye. Yes I can. It's Gower, left eye. It's all bionic eye, left eye. There you go. There you go. Oh god, starts touching that scene. I actually watched something about that scene the other day where the guards were not supposed to laugh, but they just kept that in. Them trying so hard not to laugh during that scene. Biggest. Yeah. It's gonna Jerwolk in. Biosculptors cannot heal dementia still. They can heal cataracts, bad back, frailty, etc., etc. But unless they change it in the last few seconds of the test branch, still can't do dementia. I watched the whole movie though. Yeah. I've not seen that one as much as Holy Grail. Obviously, Holy Grail I've probably seen like 100 times, but guards in that scene always crack you up without fail. Yeah, they just rolled with it. Yeah. Same day calling us into brain jars to operate stuff like research tables. Futurama, I'd go with that too. A man of culture.
A generous bestow.
Anonymous cheerer. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, Anonymous. It's my opinion on the newest RimWorld update. I'm really happy about the ideology specific changes. Fluid ideology was something that I asked for, and a lot of people, not just me, obviously, were asking for right off the bat. Oh, God, we're confused because of the anesthetic. Sorry. So the fluid ideology edition is really good. I really am happy with that. I also am glad that the Biosculptor is going to be able to heal more things, so that's a really nice change. It is going to take a very long time, especially for non-transhumanist. I don't know how worth it'll be to use it on non-transhumanist, but overall, I'm good with the most recent patch. One thing I don't like about the new recent patch is that if you choose Tunneler or Darkness, you no longer get Sunblocker events. All right, so I know why. Obviously, that was super strong. We used it, and it was incredibly, incredibly strong. However, the other downside to this is not just that you won't get Sunblockers that are a positive, but it's that you get more of the other types. And things like EMI, off-map EMIs have off-map Sunblocker, really, really sucks. Yeah, with the that's right. So with the fluid change, you can actually still do it. So with the fluid ideology, you can just we need more bridge there. You can go with a different ideology. You can get the Sunblocker, and then you can reform into Tunneler Darkness if you want. But the real downside, like I said, is getting more EMIs and things, because EMI, off-map EMI is terrible. Hate it. Just hate it, hate it, hate it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some bridging there. Bridging, I think that's the proper term. You saw that, immediately thought of me. I know, it's funny, it happened, the patch for that one happened right after. Like, right after our run finished. Like, the next day or something. It's like, you guys watching the stream? No, I'm sure a lot of people were using it, though. We have 1,000 gold. Chump change. Chump change. Years ago, for the 40-year anniversary, Life Ryan was in theaters again. Really? I didn't notice that for a few days. Your wife had great fun. Half theater was singing along at the end. It's pretty awesome. So in Zarogman, me calling it ideology affects it. Like, if you are a majority, not the starting ideology, can you get sunblocking? Yeah, that's a good question. Or like, if you have a secondary map, and that secondary map is an entirely different ideology, can that one actually get the sunblocker, or is it disabled for the save file? Praise the sun, yeah. Might have only been the Netherlands. All right. So I need to look around and see if we have. Again, we want to do the throne room, but I need to make sure before I forget to check if we have. Oh, right there's a big pile of plasteel. Plasteel is our big limiter right now on making more advanced stuff. So that is awesome that there's some right there. We'll just remove the roof area there. Colony is based on what the majority of colonists at each one has. Yeah, so that's what we're saying though, is right now in the patch notes, the most recent one, if you have darkness or tunneler, it won't do a sun blocker. So what if your dominant, like the secondary colonies, do you know if they are completely like they're standalone with their wealth and their population and all that kind of stuff and their ideology? But as far as the actual sun blocker thing, is it the entire save file or is it per colony? That's what I'm curious about. Starvation on a prisoner or slave effect conversion or suppression by any chance. So it makes them less happy. And since a recent update, unhappy prisoners convert more slowly. So I guess technically starving them would hinder that process. Your quest added so you can get a sun blocker. And you have to defend it. Yeah, it's so good to have them on that setup. Yeah, no problem. Let's go on Goggle, welcome in. So once that's done, we'll pop these open. There we go. All right. Scanning around Jade. Let's do some more flooring around where they're running. Break risk. Man, I really want this dried out. That right there is. I don't know how well we can do a. It might be okay doing a fallback there already. Perhaps. Moisture pumps take so long. You guys doing all right? You guys just getting your melee skill up? No, Jack! He has no ramp up time. He's a shooting specialist trigger happy, and so as soon as he's drafted, bam! Immediately shot. I didn't realize it was Jack. He had just ran away from that guy, and he's running out there, and he's thinking to himself, "Wait, you know what? I don't have to run from this guy. No, today's the day it stops." And he just turns around and kills him. God, Jack. Can you ship stuff to the location of pods in Nexus and then pick that map for the new colony? No. You can pick the map, but that stuff won't be there. J3 to Chad. Let's go to Dominico. Zap, welcome in. Bounder. Beth, welcome in. He's got a sword. We all have swords. So mine is a gun. That sucks. All right. Easy come, easy go, as we've been saying this entire run, I suppose. We didn't want that prisoner as like a recruit or something, so it's not too huge of a deal. After this Devil Strand's done, I'm gonna plan it somewhere else. Have you and Jack married yet? It's a good question. Where is the killer Jack? Yeah, you guys are married. Comfy Cat and Jack. Thank you for the reminder. I think it happened last stream, actually. There we go. Now you guys get to sleep together. So a guy that plays D&D, any preference on what's this be like? So I've actually never played D&D. I am not against it. Like I don't have anything against it at all. It's just never, the opportunity has just never came up, and I've never sought it out. So I would like to play it someday, but I have not yet. So someday. Someday. You guys want some mismatched walls over here, I heard? That's what I remember you guys saying. Plastic seem nice. Definitely should someday, yeah. Copycat off the market. It's not wise to turn on a guy with a minigun. Got that right. Plastic pile, nice. We're getting some super scans going on. We got plastic coming out of there too. Alright, alright. Anyone else have any health issues that we need to fix? Like some really screwed up stuff? You're missing an ear and a toe? Whatever. Alright, so can we remove everyone's tongue now? We can remove everyone's tongue now. I might remove everyone aside from Social Pawn's tongues. Check into the tongue question waiting room. Stream stinks, but how was game night with the family? So I was so busy on the 2 days off Queen Warrior. So Monday is really my only day off, and then Tuesday I do YouTube stuff. So I was so busy that I basically didn't get to do very much. I did end up getting a chance to play Stardew with my daughter and wife last night for about an hour and a half. We just made it to fall. It's my daughter's first time playing the game. My wife hasn't played it a whole lot. I played it a lot back at some point, I don't know, early on in its lifespan. So we just made it to our first fall, which is nice. So didn't get to play a lot, but it was fun. Thanks for asking. I'm a ruthless god to my pawns. That's for their own good. Who isn't missing an ear and a toe? That's a better question. I'm really thinking about getting rid of everyone's tongue aside from our social pawns. Is there any downside? Is there any downside? I don't know. We have someone missing a hand. It's an organ harvest. That's temporary. Eating speed. We'll have to look. Which game did you play with your family again? Didn't catch the name. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is the greatest Harvest Moon game ever made. It's not Harvest Moon, but we have another mangled eye. Jesus, what's going on with everyone's eyes? You can't go on an insulting spree? Yeah, exactly, yeah. They can't mouth off at each other. So no social problems as far as that goes. The purpose is to send a message. Play Black and White back in the day? Not a lot. Yeah, I did play it some, but it wasn't... I didn't have it. A friend had it. So I like tried it out at their house, but I think that Heat Wave's over at the old base. You have over 500 hours of Stardew? Yeah, it's so I know the game fairly well. Like I'm not an expert at it. I know enough that I can answer my daughter's questions, and I've been concentrating on like the actual building up money, so she can just kind of do whatever she wants. So it's early fall on the first year, and I planted like 350 cranberries or some crap on day one. So doing a money challenge in Stardew. No, you enjoy the RimWorld challenges. I've actually thought about it. Yeah, I've actually thought about doing a series in Stardew where it's like Stardew Valley, but it's the most stressful game I've ever played, and trying to get, you know, crazy amounts of money in the first year's thing. Strong with their eyes, they cannot see. Say he's calling him. Solid bionic tongue for a mega insulting spree. Yeah, I'm curious how that works. Good to watch that. Cranberries and blueberries are terrible money crop. It's fine for the first year. Like I said, I'm just playing it for fun with my daughter. It's not like we're super min-maxing or anything. So money made one year, for instance. 90 million in year one is the record right now. That's crazy. Stardew. Where's the It's the most stressful game I've ever played. Not to max, force yourself to play casually. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how I like playing Stardew. So I'm getting enough to where my daughter can buy any of the stuff that she wants and do whatever she wants in the game while we're playing. Other than that, it's whatever. The Bears and the Bees mod? No. I don't know that one. Hang on. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Hang on, Pilot Wash. I'll get to your message. What? You don't want any? Come back here. A little overkill. It's a little bit overkill. It's fine though. That's fine. Alright. I know one will make romantic advances, so your colonists will never pair up and start their relationships. That's true. With our colony though, everyone well, because of our precepts, I should say. Oh my god. We're basically done with it. I'm not gonna put that on anyone until we get a new person. Because our precepts, they can't sleep together until they're married anyway, but yeah. Is the elephant fully trained now? The elephant is fully trained. He gets a name. Alright. Well, it's not gonna be Gigachad, unfortunately, but it's R squared, so. Oh, I hate when this happens. I shouldn't let this happen.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
So King Loser has named this one R squared, and the problem with this, I had a bunch of people one time named dogs Adam. It was a naked brutality run, and I started with my character Adam, and then like 15 dogs were named Adam, and something happened, and I got a notification that Adam had hit a trap and died. I was like, what? No, no. And then it turned out it was just one of the dogs. So, is it Corlex, or I don't know if the last X is pronounced or not. Core, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Core. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Yeah, a bear is hunting Adams. Like, no, no, no. Sacrifice the R squared pawn so it's not confusing. Sacrifice. We're down to Oregon as body parts for colonists, as well as wooden, prosthetic, and bionic replacements.
Your
Birds and the Bees mod.
is greatly appreciated.
No, I have not tried that one. Hey, Doy, I was just wondering about you yesterday, actually. That's interesting. Doy, welcome back. 11 months. It's almost one full year. One full year. No, my wife and I were talking about some people I haven't noticed at the stream in a while, not in a negative way, just like talking. I was like, maybe Doy got tired of rimming. It's like, no. But thank you for coming back, Doy. I appreciate it. No, 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 no. I didn't realize there was a roof there. Why is there a roof there? No one gets tired of rimming. Plus one is our respawn. You able to break up with each other without a tongue? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. We gotta test this tongueless thing some more sometime. What if so if you remove tongues of everyone once they get in a relationship, does their social fall in their relationship until they break up? Or can they not insult each other so it never matters? I'm not accepting this because EMI, like I was talking about earlier, is terrible. The finger. Our sculptor heal asthma doesn't work. If you're sending bugs. Oh, okay. So asthma's not getting healed by it right now? Yeah, thank you. I'll write it down. So on a post-it note, it just says asthma right now, and I'm going to forget what that is about. And so in a couple days, I'll look at that and I'll be like, asthma? Why do I need to remember asthma? Oh well. It's a problem for future Adam. Okay, we got the bionic eye. We're starting to make more clothing too. What's going on with this? Ah, I see. We actually have buffalo wool that we can be using. It's not as good, but it's better than people being naked, so. I have asthma. Can you get me new lungs? Yeah, it's interesting. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Tongue. Reduced rimming performance. At holiday, nothing exciting. Met a girl. Doing a lot of the new girlfriend admin work. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing all right, Joy. Looks like your crazy Tinder profile's finally working, right? No, thank you. All right, get those clothing made. And who needed this eye? Someone had a screwed up eye. Who was it? It was whoever this is. TP? Which eye? Left eye. How long till rituals? Yeah, 11 days, really. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Animal filth. Well, yeah, it's because we have an elephant running through the house. It'll be all right, though. That's an old one, obviously. We're going to wait until we scan a few more. And after the next Cassandra cycle, we'll go out and get that plasteel. Luckily, though, we are getting quite a bit from this now. So, we got that going for us. Yeah, the Thrumbo, the elephant is the big one. Thrumbo is like 8 filth, but an elephant is 24 or something ridiculous. Let's check. Filth rate 24 compared to an adult Thrumbo, which is only 8. Look at that. Man, look at all these useless items that I can remember, but in real life, I forget everything. It's like I'll be on my deathbed, and it's like, Adam, what's the filth rate of a Thrumbo?
It's 8. It's 8.
And what's your daughter's birthday? 24. No, wait, that's the field of an elephant. Because they're quite smart, Thrumbos. All right. Ah, screw it. Just tile it all. Tylenol? Tylenol. Perfect. Beautiful. Pave over all nature. New training category called litter box usage. Reduce the animal filth by 90%. How are you good with that? I wonder if there's gotta be a litter box mod. There's gotta be. Elephants poop 3 times as much as Thrumbos. Yep. So the reason I'm leaving this map up is I might reclaim it, especially as we get more people from the rituals. But also, it's still a decent tile. So if need be, we can retreat there. An elephant using a litter box. Man, that would have to be enormous. And the first thing that comes to mind is like a kiddie pool. But even a kiddie pool would be too small for an elephant to use the litter box. I don't even know what you'd have. I'm not sure what you would use for an elephant litter box. Questions we ask ourselves when playing RimWorld. Like an entire playground sandbox or something, yeah. The ruins of our once prosperous estate. You remember our venerable house. It's not very perched, but just a big sandbox. Your Rhino seems like he's using the egg box as a litter box. Good job, Rhino. How's our power? Oh, that's pretty good. We have one more geothermal on the map, right? One more? I know there's one up here. Yeah, that's the last one. The last geothermal. Sorry, we got plenty of space. What's really smart? Bet they can use a small teacup for pooping. Weaponized elephant droppings. Probably flammable. Jade, how's it going, Fathom? Should I make solar farm? I'm thinking about making a ship farm like we did in the 20-year run. So that's one reason I want to make more hydroponics to save some space. For now we have 25 people. And due to all the neural supercharging and sleep enhancing and all that bullcrap, they are basically eating 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day. Oh, making chem fuel from elephant droppings would be nice. That's a good idea. So they basically need 3 hydroponic basins per person. Usually it's 2. Let's go with 3. 3 hydroponic basins of rice per person. All right. So 75 should feed everyone forever right now. So 1 more hydroponic basin set up, and we can probably stop growing rice down here, even with thrombos and stuff like that. An elephant poop gauze rifle. All this talk of elephants, and the only thing you can think of is boat murdered. You'll see why not. Alright. Also, what's the impressiveness on this? Unbelievably impressive. There's 1 level above this, and it's very hard to get to. We basically have to gold plate this area if we want to get there. Gold plate, you say? Gold plates. Alright, let's go back through, looking at body parts. Ravenously hungry. So that is one downside to these transhumanists that I didn't really think about. So because they need so many meals all the friggin' time, they actually get hungry and get a mood debuff even when they're not sleeping for very long. So feels such would work. Same with the railguns. So what, 200? On YouTube, I've been loving these runs for the best RimWorld content. That's awesome. Thank you for letting me know, Blink. I'm glad you think so. I know they're not for everyone, especially the long form content, but I'm glad you are enjoying them. Neural thing increase their hunger rate too. Yeah, so the neural superchargers and the sleep accelerators are both increasing their hunger rate. So they're basically all gourmands, which... Should I get everyone nuclear stomachs? Because we can just cut the cancer out, and that's just extra doctoring experience. Yes, I think we may do that. Also, I need to finish researching cataphracts.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
There we go. Red Squirrel! Red Squirrel, they were using the Twitch Prime here. Counts same as a tier 1, so thank you for the support. Much love to the Red Squirrel. Happy to have a transhumanist part, of course. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A replacement stomach. Reprocessor, or even the nuclear one would be alright. The nuclear one would actually save us a lot of space, too, because we wouldn't need to produce very much food, and that saves us a lot of work time. Impact, when you get fully online, you have like 100% on, or per pawn, yeah. Cost of food and power use, yeah. When you call our stomachs, you'll die. Freighters come with an EMP. That's true. People start throwing up, yeah. I still might do it. Stomach use EMP. The EMPs on enemies are very, very rare. Hardly ever happens. Which little cancer you would get with 25 pawns? Yeah, I don't know what the percentage is. Yeah, I've used them, but usually only on like 1 or 2 people. Left, have to go a little right. Coming to the end of the web link. Oh, okay. Let me move the camera over a little. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Thanks, Pineapple. How's it going? Welcome in. Got preference on the order you do research in? I do, yeah, and it has changed since 1.3. So my preference on research, for anyone curious, and this, I'll try to do it as like a whole encompassing no matter what play start you do. It changes a little bit for me based on what you start. But some of the most important, really early, really quick things to get: complex furniture to grab beds, stone cutting to make stone walls. Those are really good. Obviously, you won't have to worry about complex furniture if you are starting out as anything other than tribal. And stone cutting, if you're tunneler, you're going to start with that anyway. But if you don't have these are very important. Also, usually grab complex clothing. After that, I grab electricity. And then what I used to do is I used to rush mortars, but that has now changed. And the reason why is because now you need a barrel to build a mortar. And I found that even staying on low wealth, if I am rushing to mortars, I generally don't have a barrel by the time this is done. So you can still do that and then hope you get a barrel from a, kill a visitor that's holding one or trade for one or whatever. But more often than not, I now get a siege before I can get to my own self-built mortars. So I've been skipping mortars in lieu of some other stuff. So what I try to get to is gas operations for heavy SMG and flak vest. Flak vests and heavy SMG immediately increase your survival and kill rating by so much. They are huge jumping points in defensive capabilities. So
Welcome back.
stone cutting,
Your
complex
steadfast
furniture, complex
loyalty
clothing,
is greatly appreciated.
electricity, heavy SMGs, and flak. So after that, and depending on if by then I've gotten a mortar or a barrel, I'll go this. But after that, the most important research in the game is probably fabrication. Fabrication is vital. You want to get to fabrication before your map runs out of components if you can. Fabrication will allow you to make your own components. So once you have fabrication, as long as you have steel, you can make components forever. The other thing on that is ground penetrating scanner and deep drilling. These ones mean that you can mine steel forever without leaving your map. So if you get to ground penetrating scanner and fabrication, you can then get everything that you ever need without leaving your map if you want. Now, of course, you can go trade, you can caravan, all that. But this makes it so you don't have to do those. Or you can just do those as supplementary. So, yeah, those are the big ones for me. Get to SMGs and flak, get to electricity, get to fabrication. Versakill, thank you for the resub. 3 months, Versakill. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Versakill. Yes, so for anyone that doesn't know, if you haven't played in a very long time or just don't know this, the ground penetrating scanner back before 1.1, you made one of them, and as soon as you made it, it scanned everything on the map, and that was it. If you mined them, it was done. They changed it in 1.1. Now it is a research job. And researchers, if they don't have a research bench or a job to research, they will come and use these. And for all intents and purposes, it just spawns new ore, and it will spawn it forever, even on a space that's already had ore on it. So for instance, this right here, if we mine out all this jade, it can scan something new there. So is it possible to increase your tech level? It is not without a mod, no. There are mods for that that have different, like, after you research a certain number of researches in a tier, you'll increase to the next one, but no. So like tribal is going to stay Neolithic in vanilla. All right. Okay, that steel is done. Move that over. There's a mod for that. Let's go on. Shayla, Salty, welcome in. Char, welcome back. We should break that one away really quick. All right, who's next for the age reversal? Let's see. No one's super unhappy, so I might just wait until the next hit. We'll see. All right, let's go through the body parts again. We have several people missing hands, so that would be a good one. Start doing some bionic arms. Yeah, there's a lot of arm and hand issues. All right, let's look. Man, a lot actually. Friggin' scythers. It looks like that's gonna be the next one we do on this. So we're going to make bionic arm. Do until we have X. We're gonna not put 11. We're gonna do 2. There we go. Usually start double strand production, research. If I'm on a year-long growing map, I like to start that really quickly also. Double strand dusters are incredible, especially for something you can just grow yourself. So yeah, if you want to knock out double strand, either right after electricity or right before. The thing is, I feel like SMG and Flak is more important to get to than Devil Strand, but Devil Strand is a very quick research, and you can just throw it up and it's going to stay there and grow while you're getting your other stuff done. So, yeah, if you're on a year-long growing, grab it. If you're on a 40 growing, it's going to be a little bit scarier. You might have to babysit it a little bit more, depending on there's cold snap on either end of your seasons. 50 growing is also pretty safe with it. Dementia is not one that's fixed in the Biosculptor, even with a new update, unfortunately. For the pawns to automatically work at the scanners, you just need to disallow all research benches. Yeah, so how it works, basically, in the vanilla game, you can't see this, but each of these categories have a subcategory. There's mods that show it. There's a mod called Work Tab, if you want to get that, and you expand these. Each of these have subcategories that have their own weight, just like this. So for research, a research bench is number 1. If there's no, well, right there. If there's no research to be done, they will operate the long-range scanner. If there's no long-range scanner currently available or to be done, then they will operate the ground-penetrating radar or scanner or whatever. So if you want your researcher to not do anything at the research bench and go to these instead, you can turn them all off, you can disallow them, or you can just turn off any current research. All right. Did I make a friggin' fabrication bench again? I don't know how many times I've done that. I can't believe I did that again. I do that so often still. I'm just talking and I just click. Don't like beautiful ponds. Why is that? Beautiful ponds cause lots of social issues. So it's not as bad as it used to be, but beautiful ponds will get hit on a lot, even if they're already in a relationship. And so the people that hit on them get the rebuffed debuff, which stacks. And the person that does the rebuffing, the beautiful pawn, will get had to rebuff so-and-so, and it really stacks. It's almost like a miniature insulting spree going through your colony all the time. Can you explain the reason for the Guarlin trees in the kill box? The immature dryads put out fires. So this adds beauty, which is important because this is considered a room. And the reason that's considered a room, or the reason I want it considered a room, is so they're in an impressive environment, a beautiful, spacious environment while they're killing, so their mood is okay. This helps towards that. The moss is very beautiful. And the immature dryads will actually run around and put out fires that centipedes hit us with or whatever, so. You switch the manually working scanner? Yeah, so that's the reason why. Yeah, that'll help. Let's go on verse kill. Sweetie Walk win. Powerhouse, mullet. Technician, a rimmer, technician second class. Found over time that if you have an overall beautiful pawn, that it's mitigated or only worse. It seems to be worse if the entire colony is beautiful. Now, it did get rebalanced a little bit, so it's not as bad as it was pre 1.2, but it still can be a problem. Yeah, I might do that. A little bit of cover. So, like, you can make them uglier, though, right? So, if you get a beautiful pawn that's really good, just give them something like one of the armor glands that make them a little uglier or whatever. Red Dwarf I have, but it's been a really, really long time. It's been a really long time. Put a pin marker and allow auto cutting. Yeah, I might do that. They won't auto cut the Guarlin tree, right? All right. Day, it's only 7:20 in the morning. Just use the thrumbo to cut the trees, so. Press some people into those with big glands. I've never heard this before at all. Can you explain this further? No, please don't. Yeah, I don't think the special trees get auto-cut anymore. I think it was a pretty early patch change, huh? So. Titan, why did you make Guarinland so hard to spell? That's right. Is there, does anyone know the inspiration for the Guarinland tree name? It's for the stories. Is there a limit to the number of colonists? There is no hard limit to the number of colonists, no. The Guarinland Gorilla. Guarinland tree. Hey, Chub Nuts, you want a new arm? All right. Saw bionic arm, right shoulder. Gorillas, good band. We're gonna have to them. I don't know. Haven't heard anything from them in a while. Yeah, no hard limit on colonist, although your game gets much slower, and it's harder to get new colonists. The more you have, basically. It's a lot easier now though with the rituals and stuff. So there you go, Chub Nuts. Bionics for you, my friend. Alright, I'm gonna turn cloth back off on these. Got sunshine in a bag. That was the first, I think Clint Eastwood was the first Gorillaz song I ever heard. It's hard to really remember. There are certain songs I remember the very first time I heard them. And, you know, exactly what was going on, when it was, who I was with. There are some songs like that. We need to re-ally these people so we can call in more trades. Let's go ahead and call this in, though. Buy one expansion. Which would you recommend? If I could only buy one expansion, I'd probably buy Ideology.
Come, steal yourself.
They're both good in different ways, though. Building an army. Why do we need an army? Mullet. Thank you for the 4 gift subs. Thank you, Mullet. Oh, that's why. To Spoon, to Pat, to Zorok, and Baby Carrots for 10 months. Thank you, Mullet. Much love to Mullet for the support. Thank you, Mullet. You've never heard of the Gorillaz? Mechs. What kinds? What? Was there no, that's just a straight up centipede attack. All right. I was looking for a, I think that's the first mech attack like that. It wasn't a breach. So, it's like, where's the termite? Yeah. We've actually been, oh God, there's more. This is an AoE drop termite. Or centipede. I think there's about 20 centipedes on the map. There are no breed trades now. There are, but we were talking about how once you get high wealth, it seems like you get less of them. Because it seems like they are capped. They are capped. The raid points, once they cap, oh my God, 20 centipedes. Hey! Combat command's not up. That's a lot of firepower, guys. Group number 2 is coming. I need to put some uranium like stockpile down here. That's crazy. We are just wrecking things. We have like all masterwork or better charge rifles, plus bionic eyes, plus all these shooting specialists. What's worse than bugs? Mechanical bugs. Kill them all. Man, there's still 14 left. We might have some breakdowns. I should have let people do some stuff. Oh god, our firepower is so stupidly high. Dirter. Prison break. Wow, that was like the easiest 20 centipede raid ever. Maybe easier than the 20-year run, and we had 70 pawns in that run. Shooting specialist is ridiculous. Never get closest level firepower. Yeah, it's just insane. I don't even think they got. Did they get a shot off? Hey, no, it was here. I'm not even sure they got a shot off. Let's go, Dandy. Welcome in. That's a win. Death to the machines. Shove Nuts is confused. See, he doesn't even know what's happening. He's like, how do we do that? The spacing was nice, yeah. They're being spaced out. Thank you. Alright. And the shooting specialist also reduces aiming time of first hit, which is vastly reduces firepower. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, shooting specialist plus the combat command, plus we have multiple trigger happy people. Like, our damage output is just absolutely nuts. Are the floor decals something you constructed? Yeah, these are spike core steel carpets. That's true, yeah. The production specialist making these masterwork charge rifles can't be understated either. For sure. I like how they can just haul these centipedes, just manhandle them. Or woman handle. Trigger happy versus careful shooter. Trigger happy, absolutely. Trigger happy. I don't actually like careful shooter all that too much. You can get accuracy pretty high and a lot of times maxed out. without careful shooter, and it ends up just being a DPS loss. It's like steel carpet. What weapon range is it based on? It is based on heavy SMG, where heavy SMGs start to get better accuracy. So it's 18 tiles from shooting spot. From shooting area to entry is 18 tiles. Where are you throwing him, Ice Team? Who is this? Oh, we don't care. I don't know who that is. Strong women. That's right. What's restricted to wood piles near the entrance? Yeah, there's a short clip that'll show you what it's for. Hopefully you get to use it today. You'll see it in action soon. Serious pain and sick. So we just need to get over these virus mechanites. Strong oven. Hey, you're not supposed to die yet. Fire. You love it. Have you ever played on a never growing map? You want to try it out, but not want to play in food survival? Yeah, I have played on them. It's been a while since I played on one. Actually, our Tumblr run ended up kind of being that way. We just did underground. So the thing about those maps is they're a lot easier if you go cannibal. If you go cannibal and you eat everyone that comes onto the map, friend, visitor, whatever, just eat them until you can get set up. Once you can get hydroponics set up on the never grow maps, then you're golden. Like, then it turns into almost a normal run. A lot of times it's hard to get humans to enter the map. You get a lot of mechs. So if you stay really low wealth, you have a much higher chance of getting the humanoid raid still, as opposed to mechs. So stay really low wealth, eat everyone, get your research done. Another word of inspiration. Cannibal, you just playing, head around, having catharsis. Yeah. You're going to be a cannibal, one way or another. Okay, lots of stuff to clean up. How long until our rituals? 7 days. So you have to do it, do what you must do. Yeah, and sometimes on those maps, if you get to something like, so getting to microelectronics and being able to trade can be good. A lot of times what you do is you end up killing visitors and you skin them to eat the meat, and then you send the leather back to re-ally their faction, and then you call them back in. Let's go this run. I don't know what ending. Right now we're just trying to do a really big base high wealth playthrough that we haven't done in a long time. Thunder. I guess those maps, they're just keeping low so you have in-game research. Then you just basically start playing normal again. And the thunder rolls. That's what it sounds like after I go to Taco Bell, actually. All right, what's next? Kiwi and R squared. All right. I sent your skin, or your friend's skin back. Love me. So it's out now. Our wealth right now is at almost 500,000. Almost 500,000. Trees makes desert maps much more viable as well. Wow. We have meats. Gonna move you off from not seeing many trees. You can also use them for things. You can use the immature ones. You can farm them for meat, even though they don't produce a lot. You can also early game use the berry ones. Are probably better off using the medicine producing ones. So wood, berries, medicine, yeah. I mean, sleep on your dark tunnel colony. I did, yeah. How do you set it up? I did the 336 for them most of the time. More Exclamation BI will show it in more detail. But it was basically the same schedule for that one. For berries, you need the tree hugger ideology? No, the only one that you need the tree hugger ideology for, I believe, are the ones that link together to form a new tree. Unless it was changed. Alright, so... Ninja Kiwi and R squared. Thunder Wealth Independent will be fixed, or do you think it's as intended? They don't balance the game around any of those difficulties, so I doubt they'll change it, yeah. We'll probably come back to it and try it anyway. Kinda confused with that one. Oh yeah, yeah. No worries. Easy to do. Alright. Like possible now, fluid ideology being a thing. Yeah, that's true. And the caravanning thing is the big one. It's been a while since it's caught me live and playing, seeing BattleTech recently. Loving it. Since very XCOM-like. Yeah, so that's the thing. BattleTech hits all the boxes and I should like it and I don't. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like mechs and stuff in general. I did try BattleTech and it seems like it's a good game, but it's just not for me sort of thing. But it absolutely seems like a game that I should really like, and I just don't. I don't know why. Other than the mechs, I suppose. It is a good game for anyone that likes squad-based combat tactics. You're big into mechs and can't get into it either? Yeah, I don't know why. I was excited when it first came out. The developers gave me a key to it because I had just finished an XCOM 2 challenge at that time. And I tried it and I was like, it's a good game, but it's just not for me. I don't know why. You're enjoying it quite a bit? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think it is a well-made game. You love mechs and you can't stand BattleTech either. All right, Moxie, can we do your ceremony again? Brazier. No work facilities allowed. No altars. Really? Can you do the throne trick the same as this, I wonder? Plasteel seam. Yeah, we're scanning plasteel. Once we get a bunch of them scanned, we're going to send out a caravan. Trying to get it popular, but it only lasts a couple of days. It's coolly irrelevant again. Oh, Titanfall 2. Gotcha. Let's go on, Jeff. Welcome back. Ellen, welcome in. Do I use mods? Not really. Extension mods will show you, but I'm not really using any. I have in the past, but not for these playthroughs. I mean, it's pretty easy to make this little throne room, right? But I'm wondering if we can do the same trick as we do with the altar. Not sure. Oh well, we'll just make a little throne room real quick. We can just move these. Not a big deal. Bulk goods we ordered are here. Oh man, we got more steel there. If the stream goes out, it's because of the storm. We have a storm that's coming over. Hopefully it doesn't. But if the stream suddenly shuts down, you know why. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder, but... Can't hear it. I actually don't know if that's wrong with this little throne room. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Love a good storm. You heard it and thought it was here? Alright. Drop some saves. I know, yeah. Higher level ones need more space. It's not a lot of space. It's kind of surprising how small they can be. But that's why I'm thinking I might just take this whole area. The downside is the steel. So I could reach a lot of the steel like here, but I think I'm just going to cut that and make that part into the throne room for now. Jack can go test the power wall. What country are you in? Storms from Henry. I am in Indianapolis, yeah. Indianapolis. It's the first rain we've had in weeks and weeks and weeks, so I'm kind of happy because we really need rain. Everything is dying, but also it means I have to mow again, so it's like... So when I tell Gwen, I mean, I'm in Chicago now, thanks to NordVPN. RV last night, it was nice thunder. Dry zone up here in the northwest as well. Hope for some rain. Yeah, the grass is dead. I'm not watering the grass. I don't care. HOA can suck it. Lawn Zeb, while your neighbor have a nice lawn, run smoothers every day because they don't care. Yeah, what the crap? First time you'll do quality of life mods, recommended for new players to enjoy the game more. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Which is the better, Snickers regular or ice cream? Snickers ice cream. The Snickers ice cream bars? Easy. Easy answer. Those are incredible. Here comes the rain. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That's not how the line goes, Adam. First time you're hearing about those? Oh man, Snickers ice cream bars are so good. I haven't had them in a long time. Get you one too. Yeah. Because are still showing off. Look, yeah, it's so crazy. It's so bad too, like grass lawns. But they're really good. They are really good. All right, you guys want to buy some drugs? What kind of silly question is that? To these guys, want to buy drugs. Everyone wants to buy drugs. Actually, not everyone buys drugs anymore. Not that long ago, literally every single vendor would buy drugs. It's not the case anymore. Not every vendor will, but most of them will. Most of them. Hazelnut Snickers, which is fun. I haven't had that one. You fan of the Twix ice cream bars? Yeah, they're good too. I need these. Glad to know that you're sponsored. Nice streaming. Thank you. Yeah, it's the first sponsor. So I talked about it at the beginning of the stream a little bit. I'll talk about it just slightly again. I plan to go over it again at the end of the stream. But long story short, I have been offered other sponsorships, and I have turned them down. Literally, I won't say specifics, but there was a company a few weeks ago that was offering me triple what Nord is paying in order to push their game. However, it was a mobile game where you paid like it's a claw machine game, and you literally pay like you're using a claw machine, and you do a remote claw machine at some physical sites. You pay to use the claw machine like normal, and then you have to pay for them to ship you the stuffed animal that you win. And I did not believe in that at all. And I looked at it and I was like, I am not telling people to do this. I don't care what you're gonna pay me. I'm not telling people. So long story short, if I'm showing you something on stream, it's because I am actively using it, and I've been using this for a couple weeks. It is awesome. I'm really happy with it. I am streaming with it right now. Literally no impact on my internet. Squared 39 months. It's gotta be a year. I don't know, man. I'm no math magician, but I think you're getting close. Thank you, R Squared. That is a long time, man. Much love to R Squared, who's been here forever. And Overseer of the Salt Mines. Leave it Twitch Prime. Sounds like a name from Artosis' stream. Thank you, Overseer. I appreciate that as well. Behind the scenes of Punk's AW debut. Oh, you're talking to R Squared. I was like, no. Whoever wins those claws machines, these ones are not as rigged, but they make the money by shipping you the stuff. You've had Nord forever. Yeah, like it's something that I can actually recommend. I'm not gonna push anything that I can't recommend, so. Clawmish game special edition figures suck. Sure. So R Squared, someone named an animal after you, so I get confused. So R Squared, you're now a pawn and an elephant. Congratulations. At least Raid Shadow Legends has game attached. I actually enjoyed Raid Shadow Legends, even doing it as a free-to-play player. I'm not sponsored by them, but I actually was all right with it as kind of a side thing, playing around when I was working, you know, having it on a second monitor. So yeah, I'm not gonna push that either, but thought we were gonna sacrifice one. All machines, still sit there and clear one if you want to. Man, my desk is shaking. It's like an okay toilet game. Yeah. Whatever people want to play. Oh my god, it's the Hen Gambler. Hen Gambler, I have to ask you one question. I know all you say in chat is ooh and stuff like that, but there's a really important question I have for you. Hen Gambler, are you Rakes? Rakes tells me that you guys are not the same person, but I don't know. There's this feeling I get that it's like Rakes' alt account. Chad, welcome in. This is, I need to put more of these. So these are good for drop pod raids. So I actually like having a lot of these. And what happens is when I have a drop pod raid, I can pull people here to defend. One ooh for yes, two oh-ohs for no. Let's go fan Carlo, welcome in. Kodo, welcome in. I am not he who you speak of. Okay, all right. Ooh with class. All right. So now we should be able to do this. No oohs, $350 fine. I am not me. What kind of landing spot is that? Yeah. What's going on, boy? Welcome back. What's going on, Abby? I've been pretty well overall, I would say. Can't complain. Well, I mean, I could complain, but I won't. Tried Amazing Gold. Cultivator Simulator. Minstones play, can't figure it out. Oh, are you talking about Cultist Simulator or I know Cultist Simulator, but I don't know Cultivator Simulator, but I don't know if that was an autocorrect or something. They have a robe and a scepter. Man, the house is shaking. All right, Moxie. I need to get you to Knights. I played Cultist Simulator for like a couple hours, and I was like, man, I am not in the right headspace to play this right now. I don't know what the crap's going on. Something to lurk. Dissertationing rights. Kodo, thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. An honorable bestowing. Alright, getting close. Alright, don't let me die. I'll be right back. Alright, check out my wife really quick. Amazing Cultivation Simulator is like a RimWorld clone. No, I haven't heard of that one yet. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I'll be right back. Won't take long. Don't let me die. All right. Have a turn. Did you guys die? No. Okay, good. It's not really a clone, the same genre. How's your new job going, Abby? Hopefully it's going well. It's about him melting, making your character stronger. The cats read out. No, they don't really care too much, luckily. Luckily. An acolyte. So we need to get to Knight. Knight's the one that allows them to trade with the Empire. So that's the big one. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm not sure which one I want yet. Turning rice farmers into demigods. That's right. Nice throne. All right. Screw it. We worked on because you're new. Was expecting to finish all the work alone. Sucks. Eat it, Snickers. More flooring. YouTuber, I do not know that name. Video on the Amazing Cultivation Simulator. It's something. Yeah, I haven't heard of it at all. So I thought we were talking about Cultist Simulator at first, obviously. But no, I have not heard of it. I'm trying to remember to check it out, at least see what it is. Used to be way into Cult Simulator, so on the front lines of the ARG, heavily invested in the Discord. Personal contact with the main developer. Came out, he was a sexual predator. What? Really? Power of employees? Well, I didn't know that at all, Queen Bee. I hadn't heard any of that stuff. In fact, the developer and his wife were emailing me to get me to play the game. I was like, I will try it out, but I don't really have time to get too deep into it. And they were like, oh, that's fine, fine, here's the key. But that's the only contact I ever had with them. I won't be able to go, Legally Insane, if you would whisper me the link or drop it in the Discord, Otherwise, I won't, like, I'm not gonna be able to open it right now. So if you want to do that, that would probably be the best. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that, Queen Bee. Man, that's no, I'm kind of preaching to the choir, but it's sad how friggin' common all that stuff is. It's really just terrible, obviously, but it's friggin' everywhere. Everywhere. I really enjoyed Cult Simulator. It was very unique, yeah. Speaking of unique games, I need to get back into doing Disco Elysium. Holy crap, Disco Elysium is a trip. That's such a crazy game. My wife and I are playing it together very slowly. We haven't had time in probably a month, but she and I were playing Disco Elysium, you know, sitting here at the same computer for probably a couple hours a week, like on Sunday night, something so crazy. Tier 2 Mudwife using her position of power for noodle abuse. That is true, yeah. That's true. Very different games. They are, yeah. Very unique games, though. The Hulking Building, 40 by 39. No Hulks here. Distracted by Cheese and get their tier 6 Neuroquake. Neuroquake not as good as it used to be. They nerfed it a bunch in 1.3. Could still be used as sort of a get out of jail, not free card, but a get out of jail card. I think all of our natural meditation people are maxed. So we can't even use the rest of that grass right now. Yeah. Man, Thunder's going crazy. Let's go Stowline. Gabe, welcome in. Greedfall sponsorship. God almighty. Please, no. No, never. Cheese, you need a right arm? Cool. I got one. You want a left arm? There you go. Lurkin Abby, thank you. Colony well-being, make Cassandra send you less breach rates. It seems like they're not as common in the late game. So, doing good. Let's go on Batman. No one knows what it's like. How the reward choices for things like that are Persona Monosword turns steel for an Uranium, Arctic Arm, or Pyraniac Wimp. Yeah. You are in Cheese, yeah. What? Oh, he still has a peg leg, yes. I thought you meant we were putting in a peg leg. I was like, no. What day are we? We are on day 557. 7 Cataphracts help you with a bug quest. As soon as the hive spawn, they left. I've noticed that a lot too, that the quest thing that happens at the end of the stay, yeah. Breachers are annoying. Is there a way to cheese them? Not really. So the one thing I would suggest is doing this. So it turns out that breachers have a multiplier on the damage they do to walls. And so breachers, for instance, termites will destroy walls in a single hit, but doors take 4 hits. So on the positions that you use to fall back to fight breachers, use doors instead of walls, and you'll have cover for longer. So that's one of the biggest things I've been doing. But aside from that, I just go out to meet them. I go out with Psycast and calling in allies and using low shields and whatever I have at my disposal at that time. But no, you can't cheese them like sappers. Yeah, sappers are still cheesable. controllable by using turrets, but breaches are not. Let's go and Finn. George, welcome in. All right. We're gonna finish that. How are we on these rituals?
A gleaming endowment.
Finn, thank you for the 1,000 bits, Finn. Very much appreciated. Much love to Finn. Thank you, Finn. It's getting closer. House is shaking. Hey, don't you cut out the stream. I don't know who I'm talking to. Sure, there you go. There you go. Early stream? No, I start at 9:15. Oh, that's the other thing I need to talk about. So generally, I start at 9:15 on weekdays and 11 on weekends. But starting this weekend, I'm going to be starting at 9:15 on weekends also. So more information in the Discord, but I'll be doing early starts on the weekend now as well. Do you consider tricks like the furnace box as cheesing? I guess it's... You can only use it against a few kinds of raids, so as far as like cheesing against those raids, sure, yeah, but I'm not opposed to cheese for sure. However you want to play. But it doesn't really, it's only a couple of raid types. So first it has to be a biological raid, and it has to be a non-breach, non-sapper, non-drop pod, humanoid raid. So it doesn't really go against that many raids anymore. Still alive about this time? That stopped when my daughter started school, so about a month ago. Can't wait with 6 to catch the start. It's all good. Sieges will still come through it, yeah, after they're done sieging. Choosing each other in war for millennia. King Xerxes called Leonidas a dirty cheeser for camping in a choke point. Yeah, there's a thunderstorm, yeah. Yeah. All right. A little high ground for the ultimate cheese. That's right. It's over, Adam. Chat has the high ground. Just remain maintaining resources at mid to late game. Keep running out of steel and wood. So as far as steel goes, some really important researches to get to is deep drilling and ground penetrating scanner. So once you have these, you can scan for steel underground. So that's mainly what I try to do. I try to get to fabrication and ground penetrating scanner before my map is out of resources. Aside from that, you can caravan to other maps. You can mine there and caravan the steel back if you want. As far as wood, you can always plant trees. You can research plant or tree sowing, or if you start as tribal, you start with it. And you can see which kind grow the fastest. For instance, on arid shrubland, which is kind of low on wood in general, you can grow the saguaros, which is pretty quick. So yeah, you can grow trees if you're on a map that allows for it. And make sure you get to that ground penetrating scanner and get some steel scanned. No mess in production. No, at the moment, we're basically... like, our heal rate is so good and our tend rate is so good because of our hospital plus good doctors that herbal medicine has been enough. It's over, Adamkin. It's mod wife. Best way to get Luciferium. So you can trade for Luciferium, but some really good ways to get it is going ancient danger hunting. So first off, go to your options and set this up to have multiple colonies. So you can have up to 5 colonies. Make sure that's set to above 1. And then you get a caravan that can destroy ancient dangers very easily. You go out to the world map, you just go over a couple tiles, you settle it, you go in, you pop open the ancient dangers, wipe them out, get the loot, caravan to the next one. Once you have enough stuff, You take it back home, drop it off, and go back out with another away team. Ancient Dangers have a lot of Luciferum in them, so it's a really nice way to get a steady supply if you're not opposed to caravanning. Other than that, you can caravan out to trade. You can make sure you're checking with traders when they come in, obviously, if they have it or not. Rob them invisibility. That works great as well. Only like to have small colonies, like 15 people max. Yeah, there's nothing. So the more colonists you have, the harder the game gets. Absolutely, it's one of the main factors of how hard the game can hit you. So having a smaller colony is definitely not a bad thing, but you know, you do get less done, of course. Play Nomad Relapse. Just wondering, was the best way? It is a really good way, yeah. It's it's probably the most consistent aside from just caravanning out and trading a lot. Can we still have someone that was missing a hand? Do we already replace that one? No, it's Ninja Kiwi, left hand, alright. Alright, how much longer on this? We got 2 days. Can you give you the wealth points where rage should get stronger, like 10k, 5k, 100k, etc.? So how it works basically is the storyteller gets a raid points, and it can spend those points on bigger and more complex raids. So it isn't breakpoint based, unlike expectations. So for instance, it isn't like, oh, I'm at 50,000 wealth, so now XYZ raids can spawn. They couldn't before. A lot of things are going to the point system. One is your population. One's if you've had a recent loss or not. Also, wealth isn't a one-to-one. So for instance, structures and flooring, you only get half the raid points for those. So like if you have 1,000 granite blocks laying on the ground, that actually produces more raid points than if you put those 1,000 into walls and floors. So it's really kind of a hard sort of muddy thing to know exactly without turning on dev mode and putting the chart up here. But yeah, there aren't like specific breakpoints like that. There are breakpoints for the raid points and what they can spend and what they can summon with those raid points. So I kind of have my own ideas in mind of like, oh, I want to get to X, Y, or Z before I get to this amount of wealth, but it's not like a always hard and true thing, if that makes sense. So having said that, I do like to stay below like 40,000 wealth on 500% until I get flak and SMGs. I feel like that's a pretty good place to stick on, and I can handle most things as long as our population stays around 10 or less on about 40,000 wealth. Spicy noodles, thanks. I'll take it. Let's go in spicy noodles. It's a raid point page that's slowly being updated. Working on adding more details. Every point of wealth adds more raid points, yeah. And so there are certain things like, for instance, sieges. Sieges can happen very early on, but there is a code in the game where it's like, siege requires X number of raid points. I think it's like 400, which isn't much, but that does mean that below a certain wealth, below certain raid points, that you cannot get a siege. You just literally can't get a siege. But because it doesn't go one-to-one with wealth, because of things like structures only being half raid points, it's hard to know when you hit that number.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Superglue, 22 months. Superglue, that is almost one entire full calendar year. Thank you, Superglue. That's a long time, man. I appreciate it. Much love to Superglue. It's under 30k roughly. Yeah, but it just depends, right? Because if you are at 30k, but most of it is laying in in stockpiles, you're more likely to have more raid points than if it was 30k in just walls, you know? Or if you have 30k but it's all colonists, like that's a high population curve, you can get really crazy raids. So, like with most answers in RimWorld, it depends, and the answer isn't an easy one. Any Rue Glue spam in chat for Super Glue? What's the downside to only sticking with like 6 pawns, if any? There's not, as long as you don't go really high wealth above those 6. In fact, if you stay on a single pawn, you can have really manageable raids, even to like 100,000 wealth. 100,000 wealth with 1 naked brutality pawn is a lot of times like 12 raiders. That's doable. That's doable with, you know, turrets and traps and heat boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely. You can stay on 6 pawns forever and do everything in the game like that. Looks at your stockpile. Oops. 6 pawns. Everyone has 2+ jobs. Yeah, but you can stay small. So it just depends. Like, just build with a base that outfits the amount of people that you have. Something like above 500 points, which is quite early game. All the raids are available. Plague. Jack. Moxie, you coming in? All right, there we go. Does you have you had a chance to check out? I have it. Yeah, I was just talking about my 2 days off were basically 100% scheduled. There was very little time. I think I had about an hour and a half that wasn't scheduled to do something or a call or something on those 2. But yeah, I do plan to Super Glue. So it's not that I forgot or don't care about it or something like that. It's just I literally just didn't have any time. But and I mean, I don't mind the reminder either, of course, but those things in the middle of your base below the stockpile, they're generating progress towards something. These are neural superchargers. These are a transhumanist thing. They require them once every 24 hours or else you get a mood debuff from them, or for not having them rather. And they increase consciousness, they increase learning speed, and they increase hunger rate. Trade shit. Also Ethereum, then make them bionic super soldiers while the wealth scrap together. We can do 500, it's fine. Whoops. Compact weaponry, skin hardening. Oh, come on, man. Artificial metabolism. Let's get it. Get those stomachs. I really need specialized limbs. But I don't think we've seen them. Or if I have, it's been so long ago that I wasn't able to afford it. Do I really want to spend all of our money here? Yeah, I mean, we can get more money. It's fine. Listerine lost some of its value with the addition of biosculpture pods. Do you need to buy on tongue? No. What's our medicine stockpile at? We're mainly just using, oh my god, we're down to 6 herbal medicine. Let's get that back up. I thought we had more. We used a lot last stream. I forgot about that. We had like 3 or 4 disease events. What does blood filtration do when it gets higher? Doesn't higher blood filtration mean they heal faster? Can't remember. I think it has to do with recovery, but I can't remember 100%. Center Glow World medicine, we saw it was Psychite T, yeah. Yeah, immunity gain speed, yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I'm changing this over to herbal medicine for now. And then this is going to be a new hydroponic setup. At some point. Range of dangers, certainly think Luciferium is worth it. Yeah, Luciferium is crazy good. It's not just from what it heals. I mean, it also just, like, the conscious increase, like, it's really good as long as you can keep it going. There is a cap on raid points, 10,000 raid points, which is the equivalent of around 200 tribals per group, 100 pirates per group, and 50 centipedes per group. Can't get one. Cassandra's mean to you. Well, if it makes you feel better, she's mean to everyone. How you guys doing? 42.29. Man, Thunder's still going. 32.28. 41.28. 7.31. All right, they're all doing all right. Jeez, you're kind of unhappy though. Here, use word of joy on yourself, and then lay down. Taxi base, remind you that it's not their pawn versus yours. It's our pawn, comrade. I think Cassandra's meeting. You playing on raiding? Haven't seen a humanoid raid in 2 years. Just send me meat, Randy. Sleepy Randy is the worst. Why is barracks better than bedroom? Because barracks are way less space and way less wealth to have that many colonists. So you can get a mood increase off a much lower wealth, much lower space. It's supposed to be sunny in Chicago. Calm down. NordVPN says I'm in Chicago. But I need you over this. Plus, you can combine the barracks with dining and recreation for even bigger mood boost. So this room is giving like a plus 18 twice a day, sometimes more. J-Mac. Bart, I'm so tired of your dementia. Consider changing your VPN to Philadelphia. As we know, it's always sunny there. Yeah, that's true. All right, finally. Someone's knocking Bird out, I think. Oh no, I heard a bite. You bit his bionic leg? Whatever. Whatever. Deal with jealous pawns when you have another pawn who is royalty and requires a super nice bedroom. Royals, I don't make them royals unless they're ascetics. Ascetics don't need a bedroom, so ascetics, they don't care. Ascetic undoes a lot of the royalty things. They don't need royal clothing. They don't need a bedroom. They only need a throne room. Bert should become legless. I think we get him addicted to Luciferium. I don't know. That's what I was saying too. We might want to remove people like that tongue. 50 centipedes. 2x size. All right, you think Sissy is worth fighting 100 centipedes? Let's see. No. No. No, they're not. 100 centipedes. Holy Christ. You're out of your minds. Plant master capable of violence. 0.2 days. 100% worth it. They're incapable of joining. The steel and plasteel worth it? I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. What's up, chub nuts? Chub nuts. 70-year-old treehouse builder, we owe her. Sissy. Cable violence run. Yeah. And we used a lot of steel getting that flooring in. Oh well. The 20-year run could have handled that. Well, yeah, they had 70 pawns, so. I'm not sure what stats they would have needed to accept that. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. All quest accepted run someday? Maybe. How many years is this one? We're almost at year 10. Can't imagine why I get done in 20 years. Oh, it's crazy. If you go to exclamation 20 and you go to the last video in that, Chub Nut, Sakai Binge, alright, whatever. If you end up going to that playlist and go to the very last episode, it's really silly. We had a ship with 69 caskets, for instance. Let chat vote on which reward I choose. Oh god. That sounds terrible. Nice. 69 caskets, nice. That's a nice number of caskets. No, I'm not gonna do all quest ones. Don't you want a Masterwork auto pistol? How couldn't you not accept that? It's a very good point. Run all random run with all quests accepted. Embrace the RNG. Ugh. Both at once. I don't know about that. All right, let's see here. We got Spaghetti at 42 and Jax. So Jax and Spaghetti. Are you scared? I just know that would be fun. The challenge that I usually do, I think they'll also be fun, but maybe. The chat would have the high ground for real. That's the truth. How long does the age reversal process last? Like how long does it take them to do the reversal? For us, it's 3.5 days. But that's because of two things. One, transhumanists have 50% reduced time in the biosculptor. And second, a clean room makes it faster. And this is a sterile room. So for our people, it only takes 3.5 days. I think baseline is 10 days, though, if I remember right. Come on, Jax. Base is 8 now, thank you. They've changed it so much that it started too. Here's 8 base days in the last patch, thank you. Master Assault Rod from a quest. Got your smelter, was set to smell everything that was forbidden. Oh. Chub nuts, addicted to the tea. It's alright, chub nuts. We're producing thousands of tea. Can't use those ponds for 3 days. Yep, 3.5 days. It can't be used at all. That's what transhumanist, yeah. How long until that research is done? I'd really like to start getting to cataphracts. What's going, Freya? Doing all right. Long time no see. Family's doing okay. Daughter's back at school finally. Wife's doing all right. All right. So this is almost done, and then we'll expand out here. How's this drying process? It's almost done too. Disables in the bios. Bad feng shui, that's right. There's a trade quest. Say all your cloth making 60 burkas. Got the rifle and smelted it. Ugh. Describing your current playthrough has the cannibal beam, but the precept is cannibalism horrible. Sucks for them. Sucks for them. I think we're gonna finally go mine that plasteel after the next Cassandra cycle. I know I said it after the last one, but then I had some other things I wanted to get done. Oh my god. Man, our race is kind of crazy. How long ago was it that we had that raid? It's almost time. It actually is time. She is off cooldown. A breakup? Misfortune and Jaliet? Come on. Sad times. Sad times. Time for new bed. Ah, we got this one. They can sleep in a double, but on their own. It's fine. Use word aloud, force them back together. We could keep using it on them so that they like each other again. They might then form a new relationship, but it's not a guarantee. Fortunate of that relationship. Yes. A misfortunate event. All right. It's gotta be time, right? She's gonna attack us if we do this friggin' thing. Oh well, let's do it. If this goes well, we got a 50% chance at an auto join. But as long as you get a mood boost. What's up, Aries? Coming to lay down? Here, let me move that. There you go. My daughter left her stuffed pig in the way. Machine sounds effects, they sound just like some weapons on Star Trek. And auto join. Slothful. God, I hate slothful. Annoying voice, slothful. Minus 35% global work speed. Can remove tongues now, yeah, but that doesn't make their global work speed go up. That's the main thing I'm looking at. Sacrifice, sacrifice. The thing is, now sacrifices don't even weaken the rates really because they're at max. Cut stone. Cutting stone is a global work speed job. Man. 57% drill speed. Why'd you change my name to Sacrifice? Hmm. I mean, we can give them bionic arms, but... Hmm. I might just make them... I don't know. Send this at colony, see if they... Work it off. I kind of need more miners, but... They can fight at least. Alright, I usually wouldn't keep this person, but I guess I will, because I need more bodies, so... I hate Slothful, though, I really do. Who is this? Exo Banisher, I'm sorry. My condolences, you're gonna be on the front lines, though. So, basically, we're gonna have them cleaning, hauling, mining. What's their background? Machinist? You guys for sacrificing the pawns again? I did that a lot. Yeah, I'm still gonna do caravans of those people, so they're still set up for the one, yeah. They're gonna go out for plasteel at some point. Some point. Okay. Drill arms, I know I need the specialized limbs. Maybe I'll wait on drill arms for them instead of bionic. Yeah. Just haven't found any specialized limbs. I could do some ancient danger diving too. Move their tongue while we're in there. Yeah, we'll do that. Ancient danger diving. Alright. I need to split this recording for the YouTubes. Go ahead and do that.